Myths are more than just stories. They are echoes of ancient battles, clashes between mortals and immortals. These tales have captivated humanity for millennia. They explore the eternal struggle between order and chaos, between the power of the gods and the will of humanity. From the snow-capped peaks of Mount Olympus to the icy plains of Jotunheim, these battles rage. They are epic confrontations, full of thunder, magic, and bloodshed. They tell of heroes who dared to defy fate, of gods who unleashed their wrath upon the world. These stories are not just entertainment. They are a reflection of our deepest fears and aspirations. They remind us of the fragility of life, the awesome power of the universe, and the enduring spirit of humankind. So let us journey back to a time when gods walked the earth. The time of heroes and monsters, of love and loss, of triumph and tragedy. Let us witness the clash of titans. Let the epic battles begin. In the world of myth, gods were not distant deities. They were active participants in human affairs. Sometimes they offered guidance and protection. Often their presence meant trouble. They were powerful, unpredictable, and often quite dangerous. Take the Greek gods, for instance. Zeus, the king of Olympus, was notorious for his temper. He could unleash storms and earthquakes with a flick of his wrist. His brother Poseidon, god of the sea, could raise tsunamis and shatter ships with his trident. These gods were forces of nature, as awe-inspiring as they were terrifying. Norse mythology offers a different perspective. Odin, the Allfather, was a god of wisdom and war. He craved knowledge, even if it meant sacrificing an eye or hanging himself from the world tree Yggdrasil. Thor, the god of thunder, was a fierce protector of Asgard, the realm of the gods. He battled giants and monsters with his mighty hammer Mjolnir. These are just a few examples of the many gods who populated the myths of old. They were beings of immense power, capable of shaping the destiny of mortals. But they were also flawed, driven by passions and desires that often led to conflict. The gods were not always benevolent. They could be wrathful and vengeful, especially when mortals dared to disrespect them or challenge their authority. The consequences of such hubris were often swift and terrible. Consider the story of Arachne. This skilled weaver boasted that her skills surpassed even those of Athena, the goddess of crafts. Outraged, Athena challenged Arachne to a weaving contest. Arachne's tapestry was flawless, but it depicted the gods in an unflattering light. Athena, enraged, transformed Arachne into a spider, eternally weaving for her vanity. The flood in the Epic of Gilgamesh is another example of divine wrath. The gods, angered by the noise and chaos of humanity, decided to wipe out all life on earth. Only Utnapishtim, a righteous man, was warned and built an ark to survive the flood. This story, echoed in the biblical tale of Noah's Ark, illustrates the awesome power of the gods and the fragility of human existence. The wrath of the gods was a constant threat in the ancient world. It served as a reminder of the order that governed the universe and the consequences of disrupting that order. These myths instilled a sense of awe and fear, but they also highlighted the importance of piety and humility in the face of the divine. Despite the risks, humans were not always content to bow and scrape. Throughout mythology, there are countless stories of mortals who dared to defy the gods. Some were driven by pride, others by a sense of justice, still others by sheer desperation. Prometheus, a titan who sided with the gods, saw the plight of humanity. They shivered in the cold, lacked knowledge, and lived in fear. Prometheus stole fire from the gods and gifted it to mankind. This act of defiance brought light and warmth to the world, but it also incurred the wrath of Zeus, who punished Prometheus by chaining him to a rock where an eagle would devour his liver each day, only for it to regenerate each night. Then there's Heracles, the greatest hero of Greek mythology. He was driven mad by Hera, queen of the gods, and forced to perform 12 seemingly impossible labors. These included slaying the Nemean lion, capturing the Erymanthian boar, and cleaning the Augean stables in a single day. Heracles, through strength and cunning, completed these tasks, defying the will of the gods and proving the resilience of the human spirit. These acts of rebellion, though often punished, celebrate the human spirit. They showcase our capacity for courage, ingenuity, and a yearning for something more than a life lived in fear and servitude.